The U.S. is seeing a shift in economic hotspots over the last 2 years that are pointing south. Here with the details, Yahoo Finance senior columnist Rick Newman. And Rick, we talk about a lot of people that have left the Northeast, did leave the Northeast during the pandemic. They headed south. So what are we seeing just in terms of the economic landscape and what that looks like now that not as many people are living up north?
Yeah, then I guess the country's getting wobbly. It's getting bottom heavy with all these people who are leaving the Northeast and the Midwest for the South. I mean, not a new trend, obviously, but Bloomberg looked at some of the latest data and found that there's just a continued outflow of workers and of companies, and therefore a flip of economic activity. And it's going from the old Rust Belt in the Northeast states down to 6 states that they identified: Florida, Georgia, North and South Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas. And I mean, that comports with a lot of things we've been talking about on our shows for the last year or so. Elon Musk wants to move. He moved a big factory to Austin, Texas. He's talked about moving Tesla's headquarters there. We got a lot of companies setting up in Nashville. A lot of companies are leaving New York City for Miami or other places in Florida. And Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, even said his bank now has more employees in Texas than it does in New York. So, I mean, it's a shift that's been underway for a while, but being, accentuated by what's going on. I just wonder if the heat wave in the Deep South isn't going to change people's mind. They might say maybe they left for the South a little bit too soon, but this trend looks solid.
Yeah, Rick, Ron DeSantis has made it pretty clear he wants to frame the campaign at least around Florida's economy. It is one of the fastest growing states in the South, but things haven't all been exactly rosy. And I know you've been focusing specifically on homeowners, the insurance industry there. What's been going on?
This is going to get more attention if DeSantis's campaign gets traction. It has to get more attention. There's been a crisis in the market for homeowners insurance in Florida for the last 4 or 5 years. And contrary to what everybody might guess, it really does not have much to do with hurricanes or extreme weather. It has almost everything to do with fraud and litigation in Florida. And just to give you a sense for how bad it is, look at that chart. The top line there is the annual cost of a homeowner's insurance premium in Florida. It's $6,000 a year. That lower line is the nationwide average, just $1,700 per year. So look at how those have diverged since 2019. I mean, there's just been a huge spike in Florida homeowner insurance costs. And it's an interesting story because there were some loopholes in the law there that basically allowed contractors to kind of partner up with law firms and go around to people and say, hey, you could get your roof replaced for free and just say it was caused by some hurricane or some other weather event. The laws in Florida until last year were very permissive. One example that if you sued an insurance company and you won, the insurance company had to pay all your legal fees. So some unscrupulous contractors and lawyers basically got together and created this industry to bilk insurers out of a ton of money. And as a result, something like 15 insurance companies have gone insolvent since 2020. Other insurers don't want to operate in the state. And that's the result is that costs for everybody are going up. Now, they passed some laws to fix this last year, but it's going to take at least a couple of years for this to make any difference at all. And meanwhile, you've got some DeSantis critics in Florida saying, why is he campaigning in Texas and Iowa when our insurance costs are going through the roof and then there's no relief in sight? So I think we're going to hear more about this.
Yeah, no question, a topic that will likely come up with the long road ahead in the campaign. Rick Newman, as always, thank you.